In Ubon Ratchathani in North Thailand, the International Wax Candle Festival and procession celebrates the tradition of carving wax images and candles, with teams coming from all over the world to compete in an amazing wax sculpture competition. The complexity of these works of art is simply mind-boggling and a tribute to the incredible skill of the competitors who hand-carve their creations from solid blocks of beeswax. This is an auspicious time for Buddhist ordination as it marks a period of spiritual renewal. It's also the time when the monks must go to their temples and stay there for 3 months of meditation and study. Their need for candlelight to see them through their self-imposed exile led to the tradition of carving these large wax effigies and sculptures, which now play a major role in the celebrations. At Wat Sangharatanaram in Nerang in Queensland's Gold Coast, the celebrations are a little more low-key, but just as joyful and enthusiastic. These blocks of wax have been blessed by the hundreds of people who gathered here for what's known as Khao Phansa Day, which takes place on the day after the full moon on the first day of July. The blocks are melted in a huge wok, and the molten wax is then poured into the mould by Andrew Park, Thailand's honorary consul for Queensland, who was joined by his family on this very important occasion. The event is meticulously recorded for posterity. This devotee was kept busy capturing stills with her Nikon and shooting movies on her iPhone while chanting continuously. But she carried it all off with flair and flamboyancy. According to legend, some monks didn't stop their wanderings during the rainy season, which caused complaints from farmers that they were trampling rice fields and damaging seedlings. So Buddha had to reinforce his decree that monks must not wander about the countryside during this time and remain in their temples no matter what. So early in the morning, people would gather food and bring it to the temple. In return, they would spend the day listening to the Buddhist teachings and receive blessings as a reward. When evening fell, the devotees would carry flowers and candles around the temple 3 times before returning to their homes. In addition to candles, a plentiful supply of robes are essential for the 3-month confinement to the temple. So people lined up in droves to ensure that the monks were well catered for. Then they dispersed. The wax candle was left waiting in its mould, ready for the arrival of the candle carver, who will transform it into a masterpiece of wax sculpture in the days to come. Peter Sri Samrabai began his candle carving career in Ubon Ratchathani, when at the age of 10 he became quite well known around the area for his fruit and vegetable carving skills. Upon his arrival in Australia, he assisted the monks at the temple in Newcastle to carve 2 large candles for their rainy season retreat. When the abbot of Wat Sangharatanaram saw photos of his work, he invited Peter to decorate their candle for this year's Khao Phansa Day. But first, a lavish meal was needed to sustain him for the hours of work that lay ahead.
Yummy, yummy.
Then it was down to work. He decided on the pattern and had made up a template. Connoisseurs of fine candle carving have come from near and far to watch Peter and offer well-meaning advice.
You just go along and do whatever.
Because I'm not going to stand over your shoulder. No. We're going to have a watch, and then we'll go home, and then we'll come back, and then we'll go.
Yeah, that's
okay.
When he's not carving candles, Peter has a job as a nurse in an aged care facility at Tweed Heads. Nat Keeney Jiramuntip, who's also a nurse at the Royal Brisbane Hospital, heard about him and came down to Nerang to make her own photographic record of his endeavours and hear how important it is to give the project your undivided attention.
I have to be fairly precise because one cut and you're out.
Meanwhile, in Thailand, preparations were in full swing for this year's candle parade organised by the monks at Wat Pho in Korat. It features a collection of delicate wax carvings depicting symbols of Buddhist history made by monks and local artisans. But this year, a wild boar wearing red Adidas football boots will also be part of the parade. Sculptor Ten Lertstristip said that carving a wild boar for the candle procession was a celebration of the successful rescue of the wild boar football team from the flooded Tam Luang cave complex at Chiang Rai by an international team after weeks of intense drama. Artisans are also immortalising the 13 team members in wax, and all the colourful creations will sweep through the streets of Korat to the delight of onlookers at the end of July. Sunday the 5th of August is a time to reflect on the 5 precepts, a way of living your life as laid down by the Lord Buddha more than 2,000 years ago.
Normally Buddhist Lent, don't kill animal, don't lie, don't cheat, stop to drink alcohol and do the good thing.
And doing good things is what it's all about, such as making sure that all the alms bowls are topped up and all concerned have a good hearty meal to prepare themselves for the day's main event. After lunch, Peter's candle is carried through the temple's entrance to begin its journey, making its way through the garden and up to the temple. And its proud but humble young creator was there to be part of the exciting event.
How long did it take you to finish the candle off the other day?
2 days, from 9 o'clock till like 7 in the afternoon. Very excited to present this to the Buddhist monk.
The joyful shouts of devotees mingle with the chanting of the monks. The candle arrives back at the temple, which is to be its home for the next 3 months. All that remains now is to ensure that the monks have enough to sustain them through their self-imposed exile, and to place the candle where its soft, warm glow will provide illumination for them during the long hours of study and nocturnal meditation. Wat Sangharatanaram is a public place of worship, so all are welcome to attend. It's located at 137 Bow Desert Nerang Road in Nerang. If you wish to visit, we're open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We gather on a regular basis on every first Sunday of the month. You can expect to learn and experience more of Thai culture, meet new people, and try some delicious Thai food. We look forward to welcoming you to Wat Sangharatanaram, the Gold Coast Thai Temple.